Right now, I do this for my rounds. Yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss on my up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the no the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Detroit! Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this 1st half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
No, check. Patriot!
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Allen's got it complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Back to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Looking to throw. This will be at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Michelle. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Following the penalty, Michelle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. And he puts it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right?
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Danny Shelton breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he powers his way up past the 30. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Allen has it, left side. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll get that to Michelle, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back to throw now on 1st down. Goes underneath here to White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he will find his man on the outside. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come out here, come get some. Gun, 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 gun. Watch twins. Watch twins. Here we go, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a play fake here on first down to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Looking long for, and that's caught inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Leopard! No, check, Patriots!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. So everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 is a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Nice job there, right, and just going through the progressions, finding the open man, even if it wasn't for a 25-yard gain.
Everything does not have to be spectacular. The mundane.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a gain of 5 on the play. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are back within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down?
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them to touchdown their last go-around, obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get down near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll look to throw here. He'll check this one down to Michelle. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense,
eating food,
up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle.
A lot of food.
Snap the ball.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
What you doing?
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He'll look to throw.
You said my sister's what?
Michelle on the dump off. And he'll get it down to the 47.
Yeah, my sister's coming down.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. They'll throw. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look
Couple
to throw.
what?
He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he'll go down, but not
I got
before
you. Say no
getting
more.
Inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On 3rd down. That's White. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. Back to throw here. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. Obviously, they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team.
How they keep getting off sides, bro?
But how about what
Golly.
competitiveness? That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This is annoying, though, my
Big assist
guy.
to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown.
Picked the
New
wrong
England.
gap.
Sony Michel taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots
on run
cut
defense.
it back within a score.
Yep.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term
GAP.
here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Who's having a girl?
Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Who's having a kid?
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30.
No, that's a trap.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion.
Not falling for that, Red.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout.
You did what?
Talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
You reached your final form? Oh, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
He'll drop to throw. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 30 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Wait, how much again?
More as the extra points up and good. And his guys
Okay.
take a 10-point lead.
Scored more than you. Wait, how much you weigh?
Send this one away.
Okay.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here.
Definitely.
For the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
Oh, okay.
You can see a little more bounce.
He comes open like that?
You can
That's
see
cool.
the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He said I was
That
trying
would
to
have been a
troll.
great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested
Oh,
all
word?
the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Yeah, he is.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Wait, who's Black? You said Black must be talking about you?
Flush to his right. Wide open, Gronkowski.
I haven't been in the chat in a while.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Nah.
Set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away.
What other night? See, I wouldn't even know what other night that is. That's how long I haven't been here.
Possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect
What
more
the?
passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
You said, yeah, that was you.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They got to get after him one more time.
And able to connect with Barrios.
Excuse me.
Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. The keys and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards and you tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. How I want now, no reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. The public hated or love it. We niggas suave. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late.
What was that?
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a
Shit, what was
so
that?
what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm
scared.
infinitely big through the Genesis. That precedence. Drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have a thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the photo death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, he already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You were shook when read easy know the ledge. I'm your what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus folks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like a warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This on that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork. Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, I'm two, on one day on my third, I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now.